If you don't currently have a daily meditation practice, hopefully you'll want one by the end of this video. With everybody in lockdowns and quarantines and homeschooling, glued to the news, we could all do with a break. And we can't control what happens out there, but we can try and give ourselves a mini vacation from our incessant thoughts, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Here's one of my favorite meditation practices and what I do at home when all the fearful, uncertain, overwhelmed, frustrated thoughts just get too much. I whip out a 15-minute sound timer and announce to the family that I'm meditating. And the sound timers are really useful for young kids because they can see how long you're going to be. I get into position. For me, that means I'm usually just sitting on the sofa in the living room and everything just carries on as normal around me. I think meditation is most useful in the chaos and in the mess, not on some silent hilltop. I close my eyes and I have my back supported by the couch, but my head is free. If your head's resting on something, it can be a little too easy to fall asleep. You can have your legs crossed in front of you or your feet flat on the floor. Step one is just about getting present, and one of the quickest ways to do that is just to tap into your 5 senses, where you just check in with what you can hear, and that might be the kids in the background, what you can feel, that might be the sofa or a chair beneath you and behind you, what you can see with your eyes closed, and you'll be surprised at the different shades and colours and patterns that can show up, what you can smell in your nose, and what you can taste in your mouth. And then step 2 is the actual meditation. And today we're going to do a mantra meditation, which works really well to give you a reprieve from your thinking mind. And a mantra is just a word or a phrase repeated in a prayer or meditative way. In Sanskrit, the word mantra can be broken down into 2 syllables, meaning man, meaning mind, and tra, meaning liberate. So a rough translation would be liberate one's mind. Mantra meditation means you just say the same word over and over again, so silently, not out loud. And you can start with 1 minute or 5 minutes and maybe build up to 15 or 30. You can pick a mantra in English if you'd like one or peace or ease or any other word you like the sound of. Or you can pick a mantra in Sanskrit. For instance, Shanti means peace, Swaha means surrender, Om means the sacred sound of the whole universe, Satnam means I am truth. I wouldn't get too fixated on the mantra. The point is just to give your mind a rest by focusing and then refocusing on the same word over and over again and not having to deal with anything else for a few minutes. So working parents who are also homeschooling, I'm looking at you right now. So it looks like this, and keep in mind, I'm going to say the mantra out loud, though I'd usually just be saying it silently in my head. Swaha. Swaha, 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 Swaha. And it's really nice. Most days I can feel my neck and shoulders softening within a minute. And it's not about being spiritual. It's really about just calming your nervous system and giving yourself a vacation from your own mind. As soon as you notice you're thinking about something else and not saying the mantra, which will happen over and over again, your job is just to bring yourself gently back to the mantra without any kind of judgment. It's very similar to other mindfulness practices like Vipassana meditation, though with the latter, usually you focus on your breath and the air coming in and out of your nostrils, or the rising and falling of your chest or stomach. But I found that for people who are new to meditation, a word can sometimes be easier to focus on than the breath. It's a practice, so be gentle with yourself. 2 things you should know before you decide it's not helpful are: number 1, The most common response from people is, I'm no good at meditating, I can't get my thoughts to slow down or be silent, it really doesn't work for me. Do not measure your success at meditation by how quiet your mind is. Your mind is made to churn out thoughts. That's what it does. The point of meditation is to strengthen your ability to sit with what is and befriend it. If that means sitting with yourself as you become more aware of very noisy thoughts, that's the meditation. And number 2, try not to measure your meditation by how relaxed you are at the end of it. Relaxation can definitely be a byproduct, but sometimes just sitting down and attempting to slow down, especially at the beginning, can feel like bringing a screeching train to a stop. It's a bit unpleasant because the more we slow down, typically the more we feel. And we don't like feeling. A lot of our constant doing and busyness and distractions are an attempt to not have to feel. So please don't think you're doing it wrong if you feel uncomfortable or feel agitated. It's totally normal. Give it a go. Let me know how it goes in the comments. And remember, thoughts will show up and you just return over and over again to the sanctuary of the mantra. Good luck, sending lots of love to you all, and do stay safe and sane.